what's up everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have Redemption by Noah. This one was requested by Momekru and my executive producers, and I know nothing else. I know it's roughly 12 minutes long, so this is going to be a fairly long video. I'm going to be talking about the song while I listen to it and not have as much after I listen to it. But Momekru gave me nothing when they requested this. No context, no additional information, not a clue. I don't even know who Noah is. Never heard of them before, but for a 12-minute long song, it better be good, but I won't know if I don't listen. So without further ado, let's go. Whoa. Okay. Orchestral composition. I never expect orchestral out of like independent musicians. I don't know why. It's not like there's any reason to not expect it. Great dynamic work. Like the huge impacts, like just full forte into that shit. Accentual percussion, my beloved. So Noah knows what they're doing when it comes to phrasing an orchestral piece. Already very impressive, even just having that aspect in there. Starting with that giant bombastic energy, backing off to this, taking things a lot, like, more calmly. I hear those oboes in there. Hell yeah! Nobody ever uses the oboes, but they should. Damn, okay. 2 minutes in and they already have more than my attention. Vocal line is brilliant too. Is that synthetic or is that actually like recorded vocals? It's kind of hard to tell. Usually custom lines of lyrics like this aren't as easy to do with like a pack, you know? Unless they're using existing, like, vocal lines that were pre-recorded. Hell yeah. Oh, man, they really know how to handle percussion. In the mix as well, it's like really... All right, decrescendo, really let that shit wash out. It's barely been another 2 minutes, and we've already had so much more information. A little xylophone accent. Ooh. Sounds like a Bowser level, or like early Legend of Zelda. But huge, giant cinematic energy. This is like what it felt like to fight Ganon in Ocarina of Time. Ooh. Oh, God. Again, brilliant phrasing. Woo! This amazing energy. Like, this is the sort of orchestration that you can see it in your mind's eye. The battle, the journey, the constant dynamic shifting, the good and evil of it all, you know, like, again, the dynamics in the song are brilliant. A little bit more hectic here. A little bit more tension introduced. And the big bad found you. Yeah, man. Just sounds like swords clashing, like... God, this is phenomenal. That little misstep in there, that like jazzy misstep on the piano. Nothing's perfect, but it is a little bit free, a little carefree, a little dancey. Woo. A little bit of a fall. Woo. The motif there. This is unfair. This is some brilliant shit. The fact that the piano feels like it's playing around with the listener is insane. Ooh, a little bit more Baroque here. Whoop, sorry. There's that dramatic energy sneaking its way back in, being reintroduced to all of the tension. It was like you were trapped in a waltz there for a second. But we're back to reality. Again, those crash impacts. Brilliant. And the fact that they're all varied, like they're not all hitting the same dynamic reach. It feels so human. That bass drop that was in there was like nestled in. That was really cool too. Oh man. Really break it down here. beautified variant of that piano interlude from earlier. I'm like playing air piano on my lap, and the phrasing of it is exactly where I want accents to be. This is brilliant. I can't get over this now. Ooh, energy shift again. Damn. Ooh, bells. How often do you have a glockenspiel thrown into a song like this? Well, often, but I mean from like an indie producer. They don't think about that shit. Also, the wind chimes constantly. That's another little detail thing. I'm gonna lock in for the ending. Energy into the end, right? Oh, and they let it decay. Just let that decay happen. The cymbals just finishing everything off there. God damn. Damn. That is really good. If I could stand easily right now, I would. Brilliant. Brilliant work. Holy shit. It is really, really uncommon to have something that detailed come out of somebody I've never heard before, and to my knowledge from a very summarized Google search, basically nothing else other than what they've put out online. So I don't know if this person is like a professional orchestration composer, like what their job may be, like the fact that they are this skilled, but I couldn't find any more about their work other than what they've uploaded, makes me feel like they're just somebody who really loves the craft. And you can feel that for sure. There's brilliance seeping out of every little tiny orifice in this song. The understanding of orchestration, the balancing of every section of the band, brilliant. Every single bit of it. The percussion was fantastic. Nobody ever gets percussion right in the indie scene. It's exceedingly rare. I think I've heard maybe 3 indie like orchestrators produce something, make some composition that sounded even moderately close to this quality on the percussive side. There's other details in other sections as well, but just percussion being my thing, it's the one I noticed the most. Again, the oboes, nobody ever uses the oboes, and they need to. They use the oboes. Hell yeah, Noah. Let people use oboes. People are so afraid of them because they sound weird. It's like they add texture. They're a texture instrument. Their whole thing is to create this little tiny whine that complements things more like the clarinets. They're supposed to be in there. They have their purpose. And there's so much of that throughout this entire composition. They made a full orchestrated piece, not just I like most of these but I don't like these things. Like, you catch that bias with some independent creators. They are afraid to use certain instruments, or they don't know how to use them, so they don't try, and it ends up sounding thinner than it could be because it's not a full orchestra. This was just brilliant, including the vocals. Like, again, I still don't know if those were pre-recorded assets, if they were just stuff that was like you could make it in a synthesizer somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I have no real clue, no frame of reference for how that works. I've never really tried to synthesize vocals in anything as well myself, so I don't know. But what's brilliant about it was they did it so well and it felt so good that I couldn't tell if it was synthesized or if they straight up hired a professional choir to come in and sing these parts, which again, I couldn't find anything about Noah, so I don't think that they have that sort of budget, because that would be a lot of money to hire a whole choir, a pro choir quality, of course, that would be able to do that. So it's like, I assume that it's got to be synthesized, but they did a damn good job at putting it in there. That sounded beautiful. So Noah, I'm going to be watching your career with great interest. This is so fucking good. Absolutely A+, S tier quality shit. I need to hear more. It's so rare that I get to hear people who can tell me a story through exclusively their music. There's no real lyrics to this. Like, I couldn't tell what they were saying. I don't think it was in English at all, so there's no way I would have picked up on any of it. But the fact that I could feel every little emotional turn in this song, the intent of each section, every time the song was augmented in order to make you feel something a little bit different or to put you in a different headspace, maybe a little bit of subverted expectations in some spots as well, and then ended it the way that it did. I was kind of expecting it to go and end up on like a really energetic high note, but then they didn't. They kind of let it wash out and decay, like I said there. So it's like, that kind of caught me off too, because it was building so much energy. I thought we were going to get like a big like da, 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 like level of ending where it just like everything was done and it was like full crescendo. But instead of going full forte and just everything balls to the wall, they decided to stop a little bit earlier and let the song leave on kind of a more graceful note, I think. Having that like emotional payoff of just like, it feels kind of like a wash at the end of all things. And you're just kind of like, oh, well, okay. It's a little bit more of a breath, I suppose. And that's an intriguing take given the rest of the song was building up all this energy, albeit we did have those moments where it was kind of taking a step back. That's still insane. But I'm going to be yapping about this song all day if I don't stop myself, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you so much, Momekru, for putting this into the queue. Like I said, I'm going to be following Noah now. I need to see more of their work. I need to hear it. I need to know what they're doing next week, so maybe I can take them to dinner. Anything, whatever happens. If you have something else you want me to get to from Noah, by all means, drop it in the comments below, because I will try to get to more of this work. This is some insanely high quality work. But if you have something specific, much like Momekru did for this one, you could also go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships where you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter who it's by, doesn't matter what it's from, or if it's good or bad. None of that matters. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!